Affairs press conference in New Delhi.
I just wanted to know, has India officially stopped buying Russian oil and is looking to buy Venezuelan oil through the US?
Okay. Yeshi?
This is Yeshi Seli from Business India. Pakistan's Defense Minister Khwaja Asif has alleged that India is causing instability and is also allying itself with Kabul. And what are your comments? And he also said that we don't rule out the possibility of a war between the two countries.
Siddhant?
Hi, sir. Siddhant from WION. So we saw a statement, a joint statement, which condemned Israel's expansion in the West Bank. Now, India was not present initially in that joint statement, but India opted to join it. So what's the reason? Like, it's seen as a flip-flop.
Shailendra?
सर शैलेंद्र वांगू न्यूज़ इन इंडिया से आई नो आप पॉलिटिकल क्वेश्चंस का जवाब नहीं देंगे, लेकिन आज एक प्रोटेस्ट पॉलिटिकल प्रोटेस्ट भारत मंडपम के अंदर हुआ है ड्यूरिंग जब वहाँ पे 20 देशों से ज़्यादा वर्ल्ड लीडर्स दिल्ली में हैं। तो आपको लगता है कि इससे भारत की छवि खराब करने की कोशिश हुई है? दूसरा ये कि अगर वो अंदर घुसे तो क्या पासेज जो उनको मिले हैं क्या उनका कोई वेरिफिकेशन नहीं हुआ?
प्रणय?
सर प्रणय उपाध्याय, इंडिया टुडे आज तक से. Board of Peace held their first meeting yesterday, and we saw that India had its participation as an observer state. So is it the final status we have joined Board of Peace as an observer state, or this is only an interim arrangement? And also, if you can tell us that President Donald Trump has been mentioning many a times that 11 or 10 or 9 aircrafts have been shot. So as a strategic partner, did we share the data of how many aircrafts shot down by India on the Pakistani air bases during Operation Sindoor?
Okay, so first, Huma, to your question. Look, on both Russian oil and on Venezuela oil, we have issued statements. We have made our position very clear. So I would once again request you to look at what we have said in the last few weeks on both these subjects. On Venezuela, we had said that if it is commercially viable, then we can explore buying oil from Venezuela. Sorry, we clarified our position on Venezuela oil as also on the other question that you asked. So our position remains the same. Ishi, on your question regarding our ties with Afghanistan, you know where we are in our relations with Afghanistan, and you also know where we are in our relations with Pakistan. So I will leave it at that. The real problem in our ties with Pakistan, as you know, is cross-border terrorism that needs to be addressed. Siddhant, to your question, let me say that you all may be aware that the issue that you referred to, the statement that you referred to, it was not a negotiated document, which is usually the case in the United States, which is usually the case in the United Nations. Our position on this particular issue was recently expressed in the India-Arab League Ministerial Joint Statement, and which is as follows. I am going to read it out for you. Both sides reaffirmed their commitment to achieving a just, comprehensive, and lasting peace in the Middle East, according to international law, relevant UN resolutions, and the Arab Peace Initiative. They called for a sovereign, independent, and viable state of Palestine based on 1967 borders, living side by side in peace with Israel. Both parties supported the practice of inalienable rights of the Palestinian people. Now, this is what I've given you is what was agreed upon and is mentioned in the Delhi Declaration of the India-Arab League ministerial meeting, that joint statement that was issued on the occasion of the ministerial meeting. In consonance with our position, in consonance with it, we have associated ourselves with the initiative, keeping in mind the concerns addressed by the statement. Let me also point out that a number of countries have similarly associated themselves with it after the statement was issued. So that is where we are on your particular issue. इस मुद्दे पर हमारा नजरिया हाल ही में तो आपको शायद जानकारी होगी कि यह कोई आपसी सहमति से तैयार किया हुआ डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं था, जैसा कि होता है यूनाइटेड नेशंस में आमतौर पर संयुक्त राष्ट्र में इस प्रकार जो भी कोई जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट होता है या रेजोल्यूशन होता है तो सहमति बनती है, नेगोशिएट होता है। उस प्रकार का ये डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं था। इस मुद्दे पर हमारा नजरिया हाल ही में भारत अरब लीग के साझा बयान यानी कि जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट में साफ किया गया था। एक बार फिर से दोनों पक्षों ने, मैं उस जॉइंट स्टेटमेंट की जो पैराग्राफ है उसको मैं आपके सामने पेश कर रहा हूं। दोनों पक्षों ने अंतर्राष्ट्रीय कानून, प्रासंगिक संयुक्त राष्ट्र प्रस्तावों तथा अरब शांति पहल के अनुरूप मध्य पूर्व में न्यायसंगत, व्यापक और स्थायी शांति स्थापित करने की अपनी प्रतिबद्धता की पुनः पुष्टि की। उन्होंने 1967 यानी कि 1969 की सीमाओं के आधार पर एक संप्रभु, स्वतंत्र और व्यवहार्य यानी कि वायबल फिलिस्तीन राज्य की स्थापना का आह्वान किया, जो इजराइल के साथ शांति से दोनों रह सके। दोनों पक्षों ने फिलिस्तीनी जनता के अविच्छिन्न अधिकारों का समर्थन किया। इस बयान के अनुरूप, ये हमारा बयान उसमें जो स्टेटमेंट था उसमें था, इस बयान के अनुरूप और इसमें इंगित मुद्दों को ध्यान में रखकर हमने खुद को इस पहल से जोड़ा यानी कि इनिशिएटिव को जोड़ा है। मैं यह भी स्पष्ट कर दूं कि बयान जारी होने के बाद कई अन्य देश भी इससे जुड़े हैं। शैलेंद्र, जो भारत मंडपम के बारे में आप जितने जो बात कहा कि शायद वहाँ कोई प्रदर्शन हो रहा है या नहीं हो रहा है, मुझे इसकी जानकारी नहीं है, लेकिन मैं कहूँगा कि जो ऑर्गेनाइजर्स हैं उसको बेहतर आपको जवाब दे पाएंगे इस मुद्दे पर। मेरे पास जानकारी नहीं है इसकी। प्रणय, बोर्ड ऑफ पीस, लेट मी tell you that India attended the Board of Peace meeting in Washington DC on 19th, that was yesterday, on 19th February, as an observer. India has supported the Gaza peace plan initiative of President Trump and the efforts that are underway due to UN Security Council Resolution 2803. So 2803. UN Security Council Resolution 2803. On the other part of your question, on that the Ministry of Defense has already given their clarification, so I guess you will have to refer to what they have said in the past. Or take your question to Ministry of Defense, because these are operational details. They've already, from our side, from the Ministry of Defense side, we have put across our point of view. So I would say that you would be well placed to look at what they have said in the past. Okay, Reza.
I understand there was a question on Russian oil, but just at the Bharat Mandapam today, U.S. Ambassador Sergio Gore said there is a commitment and there is an agreement on India's purchases of Russian oil. He didn't go into details, but I was wondering if you would like to say anything on that.
Archis?
Archis Mohan from Business Standard. Sir, while I understand the India-US trade deal subject, the nodal ministry is Commerce Ministry. But what one knows is that our team of negotiators will be traveling to the US, and it seems the USTR is also likely to visit India in the near future. And today the US ambassador said that the US Secretary of State might also visit India. So what are the expectations that when our team lands there, what is likely to be signed? And if you could elaborate a bit on what's the state of play.
Okay. Gautam?
Thank you, sir. Gautam Laidi. Sir, as the election of Bangladesh is over, now Prime Minister has sent a message In that message, actually, one word is interesting, that's about India wants an inclusive society, an inclusive Bangladesh, when the largest political party was not allowed to participate in the election. So can you clarify what kind of inclusivity India is looking at? And supplementary to that, now it seems that relations will be on track, so whether India will be opening the visa and other services between India and Bangladesh. Thank you.
Neeraj?
सर, आज अमेरिकी राजदूत सर्जियो गोर ने कहा कि क्वाड सम्मेलन और दूसरे मसले को लेकर अमेरिका के विदेश सचिव भारत दौरे पर आएंगे। क्या आने वाले वक्त में क्वाड सम्मेलन को लेकर कोई तारीख पर विचार किया जा रहा है?
सिद्धांत?
Hi, sir. I'm Siddhant from CNN News 18. Sir, yesterday, in the Board of Peace meeting, President Trump said that he spoke to Prime Minister Modi about this initiative, and Prime Minister Modi is excited about the initiative. Was there any conversation before this meeting in Washington, or was he referring to some previous conversation between the two leaders? Thank you.
Okay. So, Reza, on Russian oil, I would again, on this particular issue, Foreign Secretary had elaborated our point of view. So that is where we are. I would urge you to look at what he had to say. On your question, see, as we had adopted the joint statement between the United States and India recently, and as per the joint statement, both sides are now working towards finalization of the interim agreement of a mutually beneficial bilateral trade agreement. What I understand is that a delegation from our side, a team led by the chief negotiator from our side, is expected to visit the United States next week. For more details, this is what I know. For more details, you will have to approach the Commerce Ministry in this regard. Gautamda, let me say that you would have seen that once the election happened in Bangladesh, our Prime Minister congratulated Bangladesh Prime Minister, His Excellency Mr. Tariq Rahman. On 17th, when the swearing-in happened, we had our Honorable Speaker of Lok Sabha, Shri Om Birla, representing Government of India at the swearing-in ceremony. There he handed over a letter from Prime Minister to the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. He also had a bilateral meeting with the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. The letter that was handed over underlined India's commitment to support democratic, progressive and inclusive Bangladesh, as you rightly pointed out. And we, on our part, building on a warm and historic ties between our two countries, we look forward to further strengthening our multifaceted bilateral ties with Bangladesh. So we look forward to engaging with the new government and taking things forward. On the visa issue, we have, as you know, that we have conveyed a desire to build and strengthen our bilateral ties. We have a new government which has come in. All matters, all aspects of our ties will be discussed with them. नीरज, जहाँ तक कॉड का सवाल है, कॉड की जो शिखर वार्ता की आप बात कर रहे हैं, ये चारों देश जो इसके अंग हैं, उनके कन्वीनियंस के, उनके सुविधा के अनुसार इसको तय किया जाएगा कि कब होना है. Siddhant, your question regarding Board of Peace. On Board of Peace, I've told you what our position is. We did attend the Board of Peace meeting in Washington, D.C. as an observer. And I told you that we have welcomed the Gaza Peace Plan initiative of President Trump, as also efforts that are underway as part of the resolution 2803 of the UN Security Council. Insofar other details that he talked about, I am not aware of them at this point. Divya.
Sir, Divya from Indian Express. With the EU Legal Gateway Office opening in India, MEA said that they'll support the movement of professionals, especially in the IT sector. Is there a sense of how many vacancies to start with, and will they be involved in the process of recruitment per se? It's not exactly clear what will they do.
Rishikesh.
Sir, Rishikesh from PTI. So, on the issue of Board of Peace, so under what condition New Delhi would New Delhi consider joining this Board of Peace formally? And my second question is, during an interview, BNP President Advisor Humayun Kabir has raised the issue of growing radicalization in India. Do you agree with his comment, and what would you like to say on this?
Uma.
उमा शंकर सिंह, इंडिपेंडेंट जर्नलिस्ट। जिस तरह से ईरान और अमेरिका के बीच एक बार फिर से भारी तनाव का आलम है, हमारा अपना असेसमेंट क्या है और क्या ईरान में रहने वाले भारतीयों के लिए कोई फ्रेश एडवाइजरी जारी की जा रही है? क्योंकि पहले की एडवाइजरी का तो हमें पता है, लेकिन अब जो स्थिति बनी है उसको लेकर क्या कोई एडवाइजरी जारी की जा रही है?
So Divya, coming to your question first, this legal gateway office of the European Union, as you know that it was formally launched on 18th February, where External Affairs Minister was there as chief guest, along with the Executive Vice President of the European Commission for Tech, Sovereignty, Security and Democracy, Enna Virkkunen. This particular understanding of opening EU legal gateway office was one of the outcomes of the India-European Union summit that happened on 27th of January. This is a positive forward movement in India-EU ties because it promotes mobility, it promotes, it creates a platform and a mechanism for Indian professionals and students for them to look at opportunities available in the European Union. At the same time, the kind of information that can be shared for them to make their choices. So, and in particular, as you've said in our press, you would have seen in our press release as well, it focuses right now on ICT, in particular, but it is something that will help students, researchers and professionals to look at the opportunities that are available for them in the European Union. As we have said, that this is one-stop operating hub in India to provide information and to support the movement of professionals to the EU, starting with information technology sector, and this will be extended possibly to other sectors in the days to come. So that is where we are. For more details, I guess we'll have to wait for the office to roll out their programs and other details that are required that may be of interest to our youth, our people, our students and our professionals. On Board of Peace, Rishikesh, I just told you that we have attended the meeting in Washington DC, which was held on 19th as an observer, and we also told you that we have welcomed the initiative of President Trump on Gaza peace plan, his initiative on Gaza peace plan, and also other such efforts which are underway as part of the UN Security Council resolution. So that is where we are on that. On your other question, we have a new government in place. We want to build our ties. We want to strengthen our ties. All aspects of our relationship will be discussed, and we'll see how best we can take our relationship in the positive direction and build on our warm and historic ties with Bangladesh. उमाशंकर जी, ईरान में और उस क्षेत्र में तनाव बना हुआ है, बिल्कुल सही, और वहाँ पर जो गतिविधियाँ चल रही हैं उस पर हम नज़र रखे हुए हैं। हम लोगों की लगातार वहाँ पर जो हमारे समुदाय हैं उनसे बातचीत होती रहती है। हमारी एम्बेसी की और साथ में हमारे जो कौंसुल आवास हैं उनकी भी बातचीत होती रहती है। और आपने देखा होगा पिछले कई सप्ताह में हम लोगों ने एडवाइजरी भी जारी की है। तो उस एडवाइजरी को मद्देनजर रखते हुए जो वहाँ भारतीय समुदाय के लोग हैं वो हमसे जुड़े हुए हैं संपर्क में और हम उनकी देखरेख कर रहे हैं। With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the close of this press conference. Thank you very much.